G'day, mate, and welcome to Questions with the Dev, and I've got Jace here with me again. Hey, you mate.
Hello, everyone.
On to the real questions, or at least some of them. We've got... we've got the experimental has come out with nuclear and aluminium, and according to the alpha or the roadmap, trains were meant to be coming. That's the most important question or top question at the moment. When are we getting trains?
As soon as possible. It will be in this update.
Okay.
It's just we didn't put it in because it wasn't done. Like at that time, you couldn't unload the trains.
That seems fine. That seems fine.
No. I mean, we want them to work. We want them to work, and there may have been some other issues as well. I think maybe with the models as well.
Okay.
So we just wanted to get it working, and then we'll put it in. And the two options are, a lot of people are like, I thought there were going to be trains, and I thought, well, there are two options. We put out what we have now without the trains, and you can try new stuff now.
Yeah.
Or we don't put out the stuff that's finished, and we give it all to you a little later. We think it's better we just give it to you sooner rather than later, and what we have sooner, and we can get feedback from everyone. That way, people get to play it earlier, and then trains come once they're done.
Well, it is the end of May update that is now June, that is now maybe July,
Yeah, it should be
right?
end of June.
Yeah, okay.
It should be end of June.
End of June.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think this time around. So like with the end of April one, we put the first experimental out on the last day of April. Like that's how behind we were.
Yeah.
That was the experimental,
Yeah.
and we had to make sure that was stable. We've already got experimental out now.
Yeah.
And so I think we are reasonably confident it'll be out next week, but of course anything can change.
Okay.
So like, fuck, if it's middle of July, then it's middle of July.
Oh,
but
look,
hopefully it's next week.
If you're not happy, just stock up on explosives, lay them everywhere, press the plunger once, problem solved. The next question that comes with trains is, are they as dangerous as Factorio trains? Because every single Factorio player knows that the trains kill the player more often than they kill anything else.
I'll just check. I'll have to check this one as well, sorry.
You're right.
From memory, they have no collision on the player, but maybe that's changed now.
Okay.
I'm just asking the train.
The train guy. Well,
we have one train guy. We'll fire him once we're done.
Well, your job's done, mate. You're out. You're out the door. Yep.
I asked the trains hurt the players, and he goes, just the programmers.
Perfect answer. So as long as you're not...
So I think it does not.
As long as you're a fix-it engineer and not a fix-it programmer, you're perfectly immune to trains.
You're completely fine.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he said, I don't know. See, this is what I mean. No one at Coffee Stain knows what's going on.
Yeah, that's fine.
No one at all.
He's just trying...
other people, but we don't mind.
He's just trying to make him load and unload. He doesn't care whether they kill people or not.
I think he says, at the moment, they don't collide. So I don't know what's going to happen later, though.
Okay, so trains may kill you or may not. We'll find out when they actually show up in the game.
Pretty sure they won't, yeah.
Okay. With this game being the bestseller, can we expect continued development after full release and possible DLCs?
As for DLCs, I don't know, but development after release, yes, 100%. That is happening, 100%. As for DLCs, I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't think we've even thought about it.
No.
Our heads are down on early access, and can we get to release? But I do know that we will do stuff after release.
Awesome. This one came up a couple of times. Have you considered adding randomness to the ore nodes and maybe randomizing the ore locations on the map as well for some more replayability?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, and I think we've thought about that as well before. I don't know if you've thought about it since purity on the ores, which, simply changing purity can make a difference.
Yes, it
and
will.
Maybe that isn't maybe that's not too difficult. But I'm not sure what the game director has in mind there. Again, it's like maybe it's a matter of we need feedback on this one static thing, or maybe that's something that we're going to add soon so that we can have feedback that way. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
In any case, I recommend that people suggest it on the QA site and try and find the same ones and upvote them rather than making separate posts.
Yeah, so questions.satisfactorygame.com. Go there. There's thousands of votes for some things like lights in your base, which is my very next question.
Yep.
Only 1.4 thousand votes.
Yeah. Yes. And so we look at the votes just kind of give visibility to us, added visibility, as well as it gives us a sense of what the demand is from the community, but it doesn't mean we're doing it.
No.
Because, like, necessarily, maybe we can't do it yet, maybe it doesn't work with us, but it's always like, we're not going to do every feedback, right? So even if a lot of people want it.
Well, the second suggestion is actually make splitters stackable, which is an experimental, and has made such a difference because they are just so much easier to build now.
Yep. So there's that. You said lights?
I did say lights. Lights is high on my list.
You want to hear all about lights?
Yes.
You want to hear the goss on the lights?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you all about the lights. They're really hard to make, basically. That's it.
Okay.
Like, we would love to have them. It's a good idea, really good idea. They're just really, really hard to make. And that might sound strange. In Unreal Engine, just put a light out, right? Yeah, you could do that. But the thing is, this game is so incredibly heavy performance-wise already, and just simple dynamic lights that you're putting down, they are surprisingly expensive.
Yes.
And so it's just not like, if we give lights as a functionality, we then need to dive into so much more optimization when we really, really should be focusing on other things at the moment, even though lights are cool.
Realistic lights
is also...
Yeah, realistic lights is I guess hard and heavy computational. So yeah, it costs. Whereas crappy sort of lights that we get like in the caves and stuff that are sort of required for illumination. They're not very dynamic. They're a little bit easier computational wise.
Exactly. They're placed in the level and then they can be like cooked in kind of thing.
Yeah.
But as for lights that you're going to go chuck it in your base, the game never knew you were going to put a light there.
Yeah.
So there's not really anything it can do about that. Yeah.
So I've got this one, and this one we covered slightly beforehand. So I've just started playing the experimental, same as everybody else has. I've noticed a massive decrease in the time it takes for the autosave to complete, from going from almost painful to now I almost miss it half the time, which is awesome.
Oh, cool.
But can we change the autosave timer so it's not every 5 or 10 minutes? It's more like every 20 or 30 minutes.
Right. Well, you can't change it, but can that be added to the game?
Yes.
Sure. I'm sure it could. I'm sure it would just be a matter of adding, I don't know, like a slider or something in the menu. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. I think, again, it's going to be a matter of, can I get it in front of people and they say yes, that's the only thing. So.
Well, we've already covered that every good idea you've had, everybody said yes to, because nobody's told you no yet. So you're definitely the man to ask, right?
Yeah, well, production is often, that sounds like a good idea. We'll check scheduling, and then...
Scheduling says no.
It's in the backlog, but it's not getting in the schedule.
Yeah.
So they didn't say no.
They said, that's a great idea, Jace, but we're never going to have the engineering time to actually make it. Yeah.
Yeah, they just put it in the moron pile. It's only my suggestion.
This is another one, and again, it's a pet peeve of mine. Can we have instant upgrade of the power poles? I know these are not really questions; they're more feature suggestions. But
so like when you research them, then they just instantly update.
No. Just so we can replace the Mark 1 with a Mark 2 with a Mark 3 with a Mark. I don't know. We're gonna go to 4, 5, 6.
Oh, is that how it works right now? You have to delete them first.
You got to delete them. You have to delete your Mark 1s to build a Mark 2, to build a Mark 3, and rewire everything.
Work that way, right?
Conveyor belts, you get instant upgrade. So if you aim
a
level 2 on a level 1, just click it and bang, it happens.
Okay, that's a bit weird. That feels like something that should be done, and in that case, probably will be done.
Okay.
Yes, I think that's... I think so. That's what, in my opinion. I'm just going to make a note of that one as well.
And I've got this one actually from another YouTuber. Can we have upside down ramps? So at the moment we've got ramps that go up. Can we have like that exact image flipped 180 degrees so we can make the underneath of our giant construction bridges that take us across valleys pretty to look at? Because they're a little bit ugly.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like how that will function when it comes to building.
I'm
I
going to
guess
go
it's
with.
the same as the side of it. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably fine. I think it can probably be done.
Well, I figure we could already place foundations under foundations and sideways, so we can build them in all four directions. So I figured we just got a weird shape that's an upside down ramp that you have to build from underneath, probably.
Yeah. And you could probably even just build on the top if you really want to. It's just going to look funny.
Yep, it'd be funny looking upside down ramps. Go for it.
Like a quarter pipe kind of thing, upside down quarter pipe.
Yeah, well, this is how we ended up with round structures. I'm sure you've seen those, Jace.
Yeah, they're really cool.
They're really, really cool, and they take hours and hours and hours. Oh, poor game.
If you want cool, you got to work for it.
Oh, definitely. So we got end game resource sink. When and what is it going to be?
Yeah, I don't know. Is the answer. I don't know what the resource sink will be. No.
Okay. And then
sorry.
Back to the roadmap. When are we going to see the full story narrative? Why this planet? Who has fixed it? Why so many crash sites? Why does the planet have a name? Does the character have a name? And why is everybody female? Like everybody except for the there's one dude who's the Fix-It CEO's personal assistant. I can't remember his name.
Oh, Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah, there's a dude right there.
It's the only dude. Yep.
Yes. There actually was another dude previously, but I think he's been cut from the game.
He's been killed by Fix-It already.
He's been killed. Yeah, that's right. He started thinking on his own. That's why you don't do that. Okay, so the story stuff, I think it's not going to be released until much closer to release. I'm
not even going to ask when release is because I know the answer is I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say I don't know when that's going to be.
Yep.
So that's the case there. As for why is everyone female, I don't know. It's just Hannah's the writer, and she made Katarina Parks a female, and then she made Ada a female, and then Sophie made the player a female.
So the females on the Coffee Stain team made everybody females. And then one dude got thrown in. They
just did what they wanted to do.
Yep.
I don't think there was this weird, creepy agenda, but Coffee Stain have typically done that a lot. So in all of our games, Goat Sim, Sanctum 1, 2, and Satisfactory, there has only been one male and then Steve, so two males. But Steve's not really there yet. Okay. The rest are female, and one was a robot. The goat is a female.
The goat's a female, is it? Okay, I had no idea.
Yeah. Kilgore.
Yep.
Exactly.
I missed Goat Simulator.
That's okay. That's completely fine. But yeah, I mean, just historically, we've always had female characters. So.
Okay. I've got another one. More advanced splitter functions. So splitter timing changeable, so we can have 3 items go one way, 5 the next way, 2 on the last exit, so we can set ratios for our splitters.
Yeah. I don't know the specifics, but all I know is that smart splitters and programmer ones are, I think, gonna have some changes to them. Okay. I don't know when and I don't know what, but I don't think that they're just done as they are.
Okay, because I used a filter splitter, I think it was, the early one. Not the programmer, yeah, so the filter one, and I noticed, as soon as one lane backs up, the whole thing backs up and breaks, and it was just disappointing.
Yep. I'm pretty sure they're going to be improved.
Okay, so that covers most of the questions. Next, again, you got no prep work for this, but I did send you 5 pictures, and these are all from the reveal trailer. First picture... Blueprint, I guess. What is it?
I'm not going to say. I know what it is, but I'm not going to say.
Okay. See, it's in the trailer, and it's one of the... I've just been through the whole trailer. It's 2 minutes, 14 seconds. I have no idea how many frames there were, but I went through everything frame by frame, and it's one of the things that's not in the game yet.
Yep.
Next one, we've got actually 4 things, I think. At least 3. So we've got underneath the space elevator, we've got that little building that's silver, and it's got a blue light.
The one right in the middle?
No, the one to the left of the middle.
Is it the one with the arrow? Is the arrow pointing at it?
Yes!
Okay, I have no idea what it's pointing at.
Okay. It's that
there's a
silver
truck
building.
station.
Behind the truck station. It's the silver building.
I think that's just a foundation. It's like a metal wall.
No,
That's all it is.
It lights up blue in the video. It lights up blue.
Oh.
There's something in there.
Oh.
Okay, on to the middle building. What's
don't
the
know.
middle building?
I think, from what I can see, it's the one from before. The blue hologram thing.
The blue hologram thing. Oh, okay.
The
so
one
you're,
that we just looked at, yeah.
you're saying it's that building. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, from what I can tell. Yeah.
And then what's the one on the right that looks like it's got all the rockets around it?
Oh. Dude, no idea. What is that? I don't know what that is.
It's in your trailer.
I didn't make it.
From
There's so many things that have been like cut or whatever, or remodeled.
Well, I noticed when we go through the trailer, the manufacturers are in there and they have 2 inputs, not the 4 inputs they have now. And there was not one single assembler in the whole trailer. So I'm assuming in the last year that manufacturers went to 4 inputs and assemblers got added.
Are you sure it wasn't an assembler?
Positive.
Okay.
Positive. In that... Ooh, hang on. What I sent you of that image? I just sent you a cut down version. Okay. Yeah, there's manufacturers on that frame of the video, and they've only got 2 inputs. So, and there is no assemblers in the whole 2 minutes and 14 seconds trailer. Not one.
Okay. Interesting.
So on to the next image. Is really thin foundations.
Oh, yeah, I remember those. Yeah, we did have those. We had even thinner than that.
Are they coming back?
I don't know if they are or not.
Because, like,
But yes, we used to have those. They look nice.
They do look nice. And it sort of makes it feel a little bit more factory style rather than big chunky blocks, because the current ones are like 2 meters thick. And that takes up a lot of space.
Like this one where it's like an overhang kind of thing, like a bridge style thing. This looks incredible. Like, yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had no idea.
Okay.
Is the answer.
No idea.
Plan on foundations.
But they were in the game at one stage.
They were, and we had like these like grill things as well, like grate, like what are they? Like a grate kind of thing. You can see through it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, that kind of foundation as well.
Okay.
But I don't have that now. I'm sure they weren't cut because like they weren't a good idea. There's I don't know. There's got to be like some good reason that they did it, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Questions for the next interview, or answers for the next interview. Yep.
Perhaps, yeah.
On to the next picture. We've got a boss there. We've got I looked this up on the wiki. The crab boss.
Yes.
When are bosses coming? When do we get to fight them? Can we blow them up?
This one is not in this update. I'm not sure if it's going to be in the next update. But if you look at the developer highlight with Christopher, our animator.
Yes.
This is in there, and he's animating him, and it's like done.
Oh, okay. It's in done. So it's just not in ink. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if it's textured or whatnot, and then someone has to program its AI. So it's not going to be in this update. Hopefully the next one. That would be really cool. There's the other matter of just like where do we put it, I suppose. But I guess the director has a good idea of what he wants to do with it.
I've noticed a few things around the map have changed. I've found trees that were not in the middle of my buildings are now in the middle of my buildings, and Mothras are flying through my base, and
yes, you can direct all complaints to Hannah.
Yeah, okay, I will. We'll get to my complaint shortly, because I sent you the video, and I've got the video here. Because, a Mothra got replotted right through the middle of my base. But then I found ores that were... If anybody's unfamiliar with it, I don't actually have a copy of the map on me, but right up the north corner there is what's been referred to as Doggo Beach, where you can go out there with enough berries and bring back 15 doggos if you're good. But there were iron patches out there that have disappeared. I found new patches that are shown up in the experimental release that aren't in the current release. So I know things are definitely still being tweaked, and I want to see some bosses. I want to blow up a giant crab boss thing,
Yeah.
and 1,000
It'd
bees.
be awesome. It looks really intense as well.
It looks like I'm going to build foundations above it and just keep throwing grenades at it until it dies. Yep.
That's probably a good idea. I mean, the little bugs though, he might send enough to come and get you on the foundations, but
More grenades.
I don't know.
More
It'd be
grenades.
really good. And definitely check out the developer highlight video with Christopher. There's I think 2 bits where you can see it. It's his animation on it.
Yeah, and
his work in progress stuff.
The latest video that went up, I think it was definitely the Coffee Stain Studios office tour. There was pictures of train details. Right?
That was an accident. That was not intentional.
Oh, that was not intentional. Okay.
No, it was not.
Okay.
I'm glad it's there though. It's nice to tease stuff in every video. But no, I didn't. I didn't know that was there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the last picture we've got is the great food court in the sky, because we've now in the experimental we've unlocked tiers 7 and 8, and there's been no appearing of a giant food court. When do we get the food court?
Well, you're just not worthy yet. That's all.
Okay. What does one need to do to become worthy?
Complete the space elevator, I guess.
Okay. When does that get released, Jace?
Oh, I don't know. Soon.
Okay.
One step at a time. You don't even have trains yet. All right. Easy. But yeah. It's a food court. It was a dogger burritos. Heat it up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We just want to go to the food court and flip burgers and with biomass and doggo burgers and yeah.
And Sophie did a concept art for it as well. Like I put that in her developer highlight. Of course, so.
Yep. It started the whole food court rumor and it hasn't stopped since.
It's not a rumor.
I drove a truck up there. There was nowhere to park it. I could not get any takeaway. I even took food with me, Jace. It didn't work.
That wasn't high enough. That was just one stop.
The skybox doesn't let me build any higher. I tried that too.
Not worth it.
Not worthy. Okay. So they got a bunch of feature suggestions, which I imagine are just going to all end up in the great idea, but not yet implemented. May or may not happen. But we've got. Are we going to get an item picker so we can look at something, press a button on the keyboard, and magically that belt constructor, assembler, manufacturer, whatever it happens to be, just appears in our build hand?
What? How does this work?
So can we aim? Can we aim the reticle at a manufacturer, a belt, a foundation, a storage container, anything? Press a button on the keyboard, and instantly have that item in our hand ready to be built, so we can duplicate items really, really quickly.
Oh, it's pretty cool. Yeah,
that's it. Jace says yes. Jace says yes.
Pretty good idea. I like it. I don't think it's a thing that would be added anytime soon.
Okay.
I'm just gonna make a note of this.
So the good ideas get noted. They're the ones. They're the ones you're gonna listen to. So can we get some sort of production stats and maybe a power stats overlay?
Power stats overlay, right? So if you're looking at a
just like a press a button to see how much iron we're making per minute, how much steel we're making per minute, all the different items we're making per minute, and same with the power overlay. Can we have like some way to have the power graph like always in the top corner, or just like small and minimized, or some sort of warning bell that goes off when you're getting to 90% of your power? Because we all know at the moment those circuit breakers flick. You can't just go flick them back on. You need to actually, do something about it to have more power.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's kind of good. I think a lot of people have asked about various kind of statistics being available, whether that be efficiency or whether that be power. So I think something like that is a good idea. Again, it's one of those things that I'm not sure if or when, or rather, I'm not sure when, but I do think it would happen.
Okay.
I think so. This is a personal opinion, so...
We'll take a personal opinion sometimes. Another one, can we have random events? Like, can we actually see a crash site happen? Can we see another Fix-It employee be sent to the planet and crash in front of us so we can go raid their drop pod for all the goodies that it possessed?
I like how every single time something crashes, like a dead body falls out.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Just don't break the code so it accidentally loops, because then there might be a few bodies piled up. Yep.
or do break the code.
Yeah, that's fine too. That's fine too. Yeah, everything's allowed for comic humor. Yep.
Yeah. Again, it sounds like a good idea. I don't know how that would fit in with the director's sort of vision of the game's design and how that would interact with everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think it sounds cool.
This one was actually came up during one of my live streams. Between like this major update and the previous update, we could build belts that could accidentally face towards one another, and things would just not work because all the belts, one belt happened to be reversed, which was frustrating. And I'm sort of glad it got patched. But it actually brings up my next thing is, can I have a magic button so I can reverse all the belts? So rather than building a elevator lift from the top down to take stuff down, I can build it from the bottom up and then reverse it and reverse all the belts. Because there are some times when, and I've had this especially with the elevator lifts, when I'm trying to get one to overhang another or something like that, I have to like deconstruct and build a whole temporary base, set them up, and then remove everything, and then build them, and then so on and so forth. So can we have a button so we can just like build from, rather than the supply to the consumption, we can build from the consumption back to the supply, and then just reverse everything?
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds to me like, in reality, in 90% of the cases, it wouldn't really be that convenient. It would probably be less convenient. That's the feeling I get with that idea. I can see it being. Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean, though. Yeah. Well,
the elevator lifts were the one that really, really got me, because you have to build. Yes. You have to build the top, the highest one first, and then like whatever foundations and structure work you've got for that one has to be removed to then build the second one, to build a third one, to build a fourth one. Whereas if you're building them from the bottom up, it's like the fourth one doesn't encroach on the third one doesn't encroach on the second doesn't encroach on the first. Whereas in the opposite direction, everything encroaches on everything.
Yeah, I mean, that sort of sounds like that's the problem.
Yeah, that's the problem. And if I could build the opposite direction, then reverse them, that would fix the problem. Like, you're a developer. If you've got a better idea, I'm happy to take a better idea.
Yeah. Well, I okay, cool. I hear you. That's the answer with that one.
There's an idea cooking maybe somewhere.
Yeah, it's basically right now I'm just thinking through, and I see a lot of alternate solutions to something like that. Basically, that make more sense. But anyway, I won't have to, because I'm thinking it through right now, so I don't want to really talk about it.
That's fine. Okay. So another question I've got is, and this is just because I've done 8 and 12 and 14 player multiplayer games. Can we have a tag in the future that just tells us who built what, so I know who I've got to go smack in the head with a shiny stick?
Oh, that's kind of cool. So it's like a built by,
tag. This idiot made this wonderful piece of spaghetti that doesn't work, so I can take my Xeno basher and go whack them across the head a few times.
Do you mean it's something that would automatically be there when you build it? So if I build a conveyor belt and then you look at it, you're going to see that I built it?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Okay, cool. I think it's a pretty cool idea.
And then I've got this one, which I'm not sure about. Are you going to ever make a corner ramp? And I'm not sure if this is reference to something that we can drive a buggy on, or whether it's a belt that sort of goes up on a 45 degrees as it goes around a corner for really fast belts.
I think it's a foundation thing.
Okay.
Because you can, like, it triggers me. But, like, if you've got ramps going up to a foundation, then on the corner, it's just going to be kind of empty.
Yeah. Empty, or a big square chunk that you ram the truck into every single time. Yep.
And so I think that's what that refers to. Probably.
Okay.
Frankly, I think. Yeah.
And this one came up mainly because of the buggy. They've got multiple seats. Can we have passengers, please?
We had passengers. We had them.
You're telling me
they
all
were
these
removed.
Features that we had and that you guys had and then took away from us.
Yeah, you could. You could fit 2 people on the tractor as well.
Yep. The tractor.
You stand out the back.
Oh, okay.
On the left-hand side towards the front, there's like a little seat.
Okay.
Yeah, that one would just sit there. But they were removed. I can't remember the reason. It wasn't a technical reason. So it feels to me that they're not going to be added in if there was a game design reason for it.
Okay.
You know.
I got another one here. Belt immunity equipment. So I can actually stand on belts during really convoluted spaghetti moments.
Oh, yeah.
And not get thrown across the room by a belt that moves 600... What is it? The Mark 5? 600 and something items per minute?
Yeah. That's a pretty good idea.
Oh, good, because I got flown across the map the other day, thrown off a bridge, and fell to my death. It was
that's true. It's like...
not fun.
Like, why should it be dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Like, fine. Like, it's okay at the earlier mark levels where you sort of move. Even then, it can be a little annoying. But at the higher ones, it's deadly. You don't want it.
Stand at a belt at your own peril. If you're on the edge, it's fine. Anywhere else, you're probably going to your death. Yep.
And it's so easy to land on a belt, right? Like, I mean...
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
I think made probably worse with the jetpack. And then you've got to stand on a belt for a certain amount of time to have the jetpack refuel before you can jump again and fly. And by then, you're normally thrown to your death. Yep. Actually, speaking of the jetpack, is there any plans of giving us better fuel for a longer flight time?
I don't know. Yep.
That was thrown out of the blue because that's something I found today. I just want to fly a little bit further. Just a little bit further.
I think someone found that if you sort of just tap it, you go further.
I can get more distance, but I can't get more height. I've got mass deconstruct, which we've said might happen if we throw enough explosives at it in a future update. Stackable poles, which is actually on the questions.satisfactory webpage. There is... Can we use a mouse wheel to place like 5 or 6 stackable poles one on top of one another? Just by mouse wheeling up and down.
Say that again. So you want to make...
So I want to put down one and then roll the mouse wheel up or down to have automatically 5, 6, 7, 12, 15 put one on top of one another.
Right.
Yeah.
As opposed to, at the moment, you just build one on top of the other over and over.
Yeah. Which is fine unless you want to go up 40 levels, at which point you have to count 40 times and then... What is it? It's 8 times 6, so what's that? 40 odd, 50 meters later... You've then got to do the exact same another 40 times because that's the height you need. And belts only stretch 6 foundations wide, which is slightly frustrating.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I making a note of that one. That's a pretty good quality of life one.
Okay. Can we add to the same one? Can we do the same with the conveyor lift? So we can click a conveyor lift, and this applies to both up and down, which might solve the earlier question. But I could roll the mouse wheel up 5 levels to go up 5 levels, or down 5 levels to go down 5 levels.
With conveyor lifts. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was another one that came up. Yeah, both.
How does that function differently with what it's got at the moment? Like, 'cause right now you can just stretch it up, right?
You can stretch it up or you can stretch it down, but it's very hard. And I found this especially when I'm going from a foundation level to a ground level, and they're not always the same. That things don't always line up straight, or if I only want to go down 5 levels, I can very easily roll the mouse wheel 5 times and know it's going to be 5 levels high or 5 levels, 5 levels high or 5 low. But doing that with a mouse is sometimes tricky.
Okay, I see.
And the last one was just, the complaint about the Mothra that Hannah can watch the end of the video where a Mothra suddenly shows up in the middle of my base that was not there in the previous update. Not the Satisfactory experimental update, just the, Yeah,
that one would be Hannah as well. Yeah. I'm not sure why they moved that one around.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I guess it's all about, I don't know, maybe if there's like new areas or something like that, then to be visible from a different area. I'm not sure. It
was in the forestry area, which as far as I understand is complete. So I'm not even sure why it was moved. I know it clipped through one tree far away.
I guess like what I'm saying is like if there's a new area added, then maybe they want to move the manta thing so it would be closer to that area.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I actually don't really know. I'm like hypothesizing here.
Okay.
But
Well, I think that's it. I think I'm out of questions.
Cool.
Way longer video than I intended. Way too many questions. Took up way too much of your time, but thank you nonetheless, Jace.
No problem. I had fun. Always fun.
And I guess we'll try and do this again. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I like it. I like answering the questions, and I like how you the effort you go into grabbing a bunch from the community as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's really nice. So
yeah, they got posted up on my Discord probably about a week ago, and I think on Twitter as well. I had a bunch of submissions, and some got cut, and some came in, and yeah. But that's it for this video. So thank you again, Jace.
No problem. Thank you.
We'll see you guys. Well, we'll see you in the next video. All right. Bye.
All right. Catch you later. Bye, everyone.